Welcome back. Now, follow me and we'll go in and meet with Mr. Miller. Hey, Richard. Thank you so much for inviting us into your salon, a beautiful salon here in Greensburg. It's not only for me, but it's also for all of our viewers, MUA TV viewers worldwide. And, I was really surprised to find such a beautiful salon right out here in the middle of practically nowhere in Greensburg,
well, it is
Western
a
Pennsylvania.
Remote place. I mean, you're familiar with it.
But what you have done, I was born here. What you've done with this place is remarkable. I see you've got, how many stations do you have? You've got a lot of people that work here.
7 stations.
7 stations.
I have 6 operators plus myself and a receptionist.
Yes. Now, you were once, you told me when we met, you told me that you were once in Los Angeles for a short time. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I had plans to move to Los Angeles. Actually, I interviewed 2 times with Joseph Martin Salon. Joseph, and I'm sure you probably know of him. And he did offer me a job out there. It was very, very inviting, but I just didn't feel comfortable enough at the time to make a move that far away from home. So I came back from there. I came back and opened up my own business in '87. So that was my remedy to not moving out to Los Angeles. So.
That's terrific. Now, what would you say? What's the singular most important thing to consider in being a hairstylist in this area, as opposed to being a hairstylist in a larger, more metropolitan area like Los Angeles or New York or Chicago?
Well, in the heavier areas like New York, for instance, you're going to have a lot more talent in one area. You're going to have a lot more talent. And of course, the people, you have the larger numbers of people. In a small area like Greensburg here, the people are limited. Talent is here, but most of the talent, well, it does go away, and it goes to LA, goes to New York. So what you have to do in Greensburg is you really have to make friends with people in Greensburg. You make friends, you care about people, you want to make them feel good. You have to show them this genuinely. And plus you have to do good work. Good work is number one. But to really draw people and to keep people, you have to give them the best you can give them, and you have to give them the best look that you can give them. So, and knowing people's lifestyle, knowing what they do for a living, knowing what they're comfortable with, you really have to get into more of the root of the people, I think, in Greensburg, being a smaller town. You really have to get involved with them.
All right, style-wise, what style, for instance, what are your demographics, the age group of your clientele?
Well, the age groups,
styles?
Well, the age groups of our clientele, of course, we use a lot of younger kids. They love coming here. Particularly the little girls, we take care of them with their nails and get them started early, so, which is good for us down the road. The ages, it goes to pretty much working class people that work 9-to-5 jobs. Right here, we don't do a whole lot of, what do you want to call it, like roller sets and whatnot. We really don't do too much of that. But pretty much the working class that we cater to.
How do you approach your styling? You don't do the rollers. What technique are you using? The irons?
Well, personally, myself, I like round brushes. I'm more of a round brush guy. Styling, I think styling is a fun thing. I don't do a whole lot of updos. I don't personally do them. It's just too much pressure for me. I mean, especially during prom time, I think the whole thing is a little bit overrated, but that's just my opinion. Styling with the brushes, the hot brushes, sometimes I do use a curling iron. I prefer not to, because in today's age with both parents working, everybody's on the run, I really don't know of any working woman that has an extra 45 minutes every morning to maintain a great looking hairstyle.
So you're teaching them what to do. You're doing it the way that you want them to maintain it at home.
I want them to have an easy cut, a cut that they can do in maybe 10, 15 minutes tops, that looks great, and they're happy with. That's the main thing. They have to be happy with it. But wearing a bad haircut to me is like wearing a colored blouse that you should never be wearing, because you just feel uncomfortable all day long with it on. So getting them to a comfortable haircut where they can do it and they look in the mirror every day and they go, I feel great. That's what it's all about. That's what I go for. And it should be easy without the excessive maintenance and rollers and hot rollers and whatnot. Now, there's a time and a place for everything, but everyday people working hard, they need something. They need something that makes them feel good, but yet easy to do.
Right. Have you done any? That holds true also, I think, in the larger metropolitan areas as well, but more so here, I would think. Have you done any work for any of the local television studios or film work?
Well, I did do.
Advertising?
I did do one film. It was Unsolved Mysteries. They came out to Kecksburg to do the reenactment of the UFO landing, and that was very interesting. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of late working. It was a lot of night shooting and whatnot. But to actually have to dig back to the year and look at the hair and recreate it, that was most of the fun. Yeah, and I've done certain shows with worked with Paul Mitchell before. And
let's not tarry any longer here. Let's really get into the nitty gritty here and have you show us the salon as well as to do some hairstyling for us.
Sounds great.
How about it? Okay,
Come on up this way.
Let's do it. We're going to be right back with Richard A. Miller right after these words. Don't you go away.